What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised. The Descendants franchise started out as one movie only, but following the massive success from the first movie, Disney had to expand the franchise. In Descendants, we get to follow the children of some of the most notorious villains of all time, such as Carlos, son of Cruella de Vil, Jay, son of Jafar, Evie, daughter of the evil queen, and last but not least, Mel, daughter to the almighty Maleficent. When we finally received Descendants 3, we also received some really sad news. The talented actor Cameron Boyce, who played Carlos in the Descendants franchise, sadly passed away during his sleep as the result of a seizure.
The night he passed away, we were out to dinner with him just hours before. And we were texting that night. We were texting back and forth up until 12:30. And somewhere between the last text he sent me in the morning, he just said, you never know. You never know. You never know. It's not cliche to say.
Cameron suffered from an illness that caused him to have seizures, and even though he received medication for this, he couldn't be saved this time. When we watched Descendants 3, we're a bit saddened, knowing that it was Cameron Boyce's final appearance in the franchise. On the bright side, Cameron started his acting career really early, which means there are a lot of movies and shows he stars in. Descendants 3 answered most of our questions by, for example, revealing the fact that Hades is Mal's father, which could explain Mal's strong powers. Having one powerful parent will most likely grant you powers, but having two of the most powerful villains in the universe as your parents, you are without doubt going to end up having godlike powers. When it comes to Descendants 4, we know for a fact that Disney already started working on it, but following the news of Cameron Boyce's passing, the production most likely stopped. Even though Disney would like to release a fourth movie to the franchise, they would first have to change their original plans because Carlos won't be able to star in the franchise anymore. Sure, they could keep Carlos by allowing another actor to play him, but we can't see that happening because let's be real, who could replace Cameron Boyce?
Oh man. But I keep grooving, can't stop, won't stop moving, like I got this music in my heart. Why did it take you that long?
Taylor Swift.
I
was just letting you sing it, honestly.
What's wrong with you?
We don't even think any stars would want to attempt to pick up that role as Carlos, where Cameron Boyce left. The fans want Cameron and no one else, and we strongly believe that nothing is going to change that. Does this mean that there can't be a fourth movie? No, of course not. The most common thing to do when an actor passes away during a show or movie is make their character die as well. That could mean Carlos travels to another place during the fourth movie, but we would rather see him die and get a proper funeral in the movie. Disney has done a lot to honor Cameron, releasing a tribute video and canceling the Descendants 3 premiere in order to donate all the money to an organization Cameron Boyce heavily supported during his lifetime. We even received some pictures and videos from his funeral, and it was emotional but still beautiful. All Cameron's fans have had a chance to say goodbye by now, but we have yet to say goodbye to Carlos. We don't think that the fourth movie should evolve around Carlos's death, but we would like to see some kind of tribute during the movie. Let us know in the comments down below how you would like Carlos to be honored if Disney decides to release the fourth movie. During interviews with the Descendants cast, Dove Cameron revealed that she would love to return for a fourth, fifth, and even sixth movie because she loves the franchise so much. Her co-stars, Sofia Carson and BooBoo Stewart, also agreed that they would like to return for a fourth movie. Really, the only one who was planning to quit the Descendants cast after the third movie was Cameron Boyce. This interview was recorded before the third movie was released, as well as the tragic news arrived. But we still believe that the cast of the Descendants would love to star in a fourth movie. Cameron was a really close friend to all of them, and they tried to honor him after his passing as best they could. And what a better way than to return for a fourth movie and give him a loving tribute. In one of the trailers for Descendants 3, we saw how dark magic invaded Auradon, destroying everything that came in its path, including Jane's birthday cake. This made all of us believe that this would happen in the third movie, but after watching the movie, no sign of dark magic. Could this be a clue that the fourth movie will be released, where we will learn more about this dark magic? We definitely think so, because why would they include something that wasn't going to be in the franchise at all? Just like the case for the darkness in the Descendants 3 teaser, Disney also released another trailer exploring Mal's inner darkness. We didn't get to see this in the third movie either, and we highly doubt that it's a coincidence. First, Disney teased a darkness taking over Auradon, and they teased that Mal might turn evil again. Well, we think we have ourselves the plot for Descendants 4. In Descendants 3, we learned a very valuable lesson that no one is either good or bad. Bad people can do good things, and good people can do bad things. Now, when Mal and Ben are officially married and Mal is Queen of Auradon and the Isle of the Lost, we can't wait to see what Descendants 4 might have in store for us.
Now it's you and me. It's you and me forever. Will you marry me? Will you be my queen?
With the barrier now being taken down, we could see how the VKs adapt to living with magic again. No more living in poverty in the Isle. No more being judged because of where you are from. The world has an endless amount of possibilities for all future villain kids. Let's just say that Auradon Prep will have to become a lot bigger in order to fit all of the VKs that want to study there. Dizzy will probably become one of the most popular kids at Auradon Prep because of her incredible beauty skills. The troublemaker Celia would probably become the prankster and might even end up getting into some money-making schemes. Just like her father, Celia is extremely good at making money, but she doesn't always earn her money with the most honest methods. Even though the movie was made into 3 entire movies, we don't feel like it's enough because there is so much more we want to know about the characters. Just like we previously mentioned, it would be funny to see how the VKs behave when they receive the chance to go to Auradon Prep. There is still a bunch of villain parents we haven't seen yet. For example, we don't know who Evie's dad is or who Jay's mother is. Fans have even speculated about the possibility of a new villain joining Descendants 4. The Descendants director, Kenny Ortega, said in an interview, quote, "How about having Winifred Sanderson's daughter or son come into the next Descendants? She could stir up some trouble with her spellbook and Calderon." Knowing just how big the story of the VKs are, we strongly hope that they will make Descendants into its very own series. This way, we would get a lot more content to enjoy and we could finally get all the answers to our questions. In Dove Cameron's latest interview, she hinted towards a possible Descendants sequel. She said, "I may or may not have heard something about something I might be doing involving the franchise. I would never say that it's over, but I also would not confirm anything at this time. I would definitely be open to doing more." I know that Disney has been very specific about saying this world doesn't really ever end. It goes on forever, and the possibilities are endless. To us, this surely sounds like something Descendants related is in the making, but whether it's a show or a 4th movie, we can't tell at this point. What would you like to see most? A 4th Descendants movie or Descendants series? In the beginning of Descendants 3, Ben proposed to Mal, and as expected, she said yes. Ben and Mal's wedding is probably going to become the biggest event Auradon has ever seen. Evie will use her knowledge of clothing design to help Mal design a beautiful wedding dress that will make her shine. If we were to guess, Mal's wedding dress will be made in the colors white and purple, because purple is Mal's signature color after all. Dizzy could get a chance to show her amazing makeup skills by doing Mal's hair and makeup. After Descendants 3, Mal also regained her relationship to her dad, so hopefully Hades would be able to attend her wedding. Some fans have also expressed their thoughts on bringing Maleficent back. If Maleficent returned, the whole family would be together when Mal takes a huge step in her life, getting married to the man she loves. Some people have said that there isn't a possibility that Maleficent returns, but that's wrong. Back in the first Descendants movie, Mal managed to turn her mother from a huge dragon into a tiny lizard, and afterwards she asked Fairy Godmother if she would remain a lizard forever. She responded saying, "Well, forever is a very long time. You learn to love, so can she." If there is something that could make Maleficent's heart soften, it would be Mal marrying Ben and starting her very own family. We hope that this isn't the end of the beloved Descendants franchise. Instead, it might be the beginning of something new, like a series. The series doesn't have to evolve around Mal and her friends in present time, but instead as kids. It would be really exciting to follow Mal, Carlos, Evie, and Jay as children on the Isle of the Lost. Just imagine how different that would be from their lives in Auradon. We also hope that they will pay tribute to Cameron Boyce, also known as Carlos, if they decide to continue the story. With that said, make sure to subscribe to Movie Rays with that notification bell on and never miss an upload. Also, don't forget to leave a like and comment and let us know what you would like to see in Descendants 4.